Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, whenever you're watching this. Welcome to Curtain Call. This is Paula Clark, your host, Paula Love Clark, your host, and we are produced by Moinul, Hossain, Mukul, and we have a wonderful special guest on tonight, Roseita Royce, who is president of the British Film Festival, and we are really looking forward to welcome her in. But first of all, what is Curtain Call? Hi, Roseita. How are you doing?
Paula. How are you today?
Welcome to Curtain Call. I was going to say
you.
what we are. So, Curtain Call is basically, it's here to promote something wonderful like the British Film Festival, which we're going to talk about, and also the fact that you are an amazing best-selling author. I've got written here that you have 63 comedy and romance stories and screenplays under your belt. You're also the CEO of a Big Ben Studios, and you are you're such a multi-skilled, multi-talented woman. You've got, I don't know how many million book sales under your belt. A new author like me can only dream of having something like that behind them. I know it's going to happen. And I have to ask you, what drives you, Roseita?
Oh, first of all, it's every morning when you are waking up, everyone, not just me, you are thinking about to be involved with something. Maybe it's your job, maybe it's your family, maybe it's your different things which you have in your mind. And I choose to have my hobbies and something which I like to my job. That's why I don't feel tired, or I have no limit for what I'm doing, because I love to do what I'm doing. That's the best thing which I choose in my life. And writing, making films, and fashion, these are something which was my hobby, and I am passionate about them. That's why when this is my job, absolutely, I'm going to put all my times on what I'm doing, and I'm enjoying from the project. Every new project is something which is make me feel more passionate and happy.
Excellent. So would you say then that you should pursue your passion as your main career, and then therefore if you're pursuing something that makes you happy, then the rest will all follow, abundance, material possessions, etc., happiness. If you're pursuing something that makes you happy, your passion.
Exactly. Because if you are going to work somewhere which you are just doing your job and you are not enjoying, it's really difficult to continue and have more project and be excited about what you are doing. But if you like something like writing, painting, I don't know, some people, they like to design, I don't know, maybe some people likes to make something technically, and they are good engineers. And if you are going to choose your job exactly in something which you like it, I'm 100% sure you will be successful.
And when you were a little girl, okay, what was your passion? What did you think about doing when you were going to grow up? I mean, we both got children, so I'm sure we've asked them, what do you want to be when you grow up? We all do it, right? We can't help it. What was your instinct? What did you think you'd like to do?
Actually, when I was little, I had my job because I was just 5 months old when I started modeling. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, and from where I was very little, I had a job because my grandmother, she was a fashion designer, and she take me with herself to fashion world, and that's why I started with modeling from when I was a baby. And then when I was a little older, 14 years old, I started to do dubbing and voiceover over the cartoons and animations. And when I finished the school and I just started to go to university, I had my own first company. And I started to learn about filmmaking. I went to university to know more about what I like in a different way. Because you need to know directing, producing, even writing or acting in you need to learn more. Sometimes some people, they believe because this is what I like, for example, acting or making film, that's enough, I'm going to do that. But you need to know the process, you need to know the rules, you need to learn, and you need to have that education. Then absolutely you can go through, and when you have all these things in your bag, you can go faster, and you can be more professional in your industry. And that was what I've done.
That's brilliant. More tools in your bag. And who were your main influences behind you? Was it your parents? Was it your grandparent? Who were your main influences? Who? Because most people don't get that. Most people don't get encouraged from I'm not saying all, but it's not really the norm to get encouraged by your parents to go into filmmaking, to go into this, to become a model, to become an actor, etc. Who were the influences behind you from a very young age?
Actually, my grandmother. She was the person who teach me to follow your dream, to do what you like. And my parents, they don't was they wasn't angry with my grandmother, because they believe I'm very smart, I'm genius, I need to be a doctor or a surgeon or somebody like them, because both my parents, they was highly educated, and they believed I need to be somebody like them. And but I didn't listen. Same as all children who they are not listening to their parents. Yeah. And my grandmother, she was the person who always supported me.
I love that. It's wonderful. And you must have met so many famous and highly successful people within your career to date. What do you think they all have a common denominator, a common trait that keeps them going forward, drives them? If you do, what would it be?
Actually, to be honest, yeah, absolutely. I met many famous people, and but the only reason they are successful is not about themselves. It's about how and when they started their job in the industry and who they know. It's not just who you are. So many talented people, so many educated people, so many skilled people, they don't have this chance to go through industry because of many gatekeepers who they don't want them to be in the industry. I need to be honest with you, it's not about just because I am educated, I just like to do this, and they let me to do that. But the only reason they are successful, they heard lots of no, and they didn't listen to the people who they are trying to stop them. They believe in themselves. They have enough self-confidence. They somehow assiduity makes you to go through all this way and start your own career in the industry. And this is a moment you can show everyone who am I and how I can make film or design a good dress or start a good company in a film production company or anything else, or write a really nice book. And this is only things all of these famous people they had in common, and it was the self-confidence and believing in themselves.
That's huge, because I know that we have an awful lot of actors and film producers, directors probably watching this and are listening. They're listening intently and thinking, and they're, especially with the situation at the moment, it's difficult to get ahead, etc. So networking, believe in yourself, I guess, take chances, take risks, and just keep being persistent in your passion and your dream. Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
And you shouldn't stop when somebody tell you no. You should go faster when somebody tells you no.
Yeah, keep knocking, everyone keep knocking. Roseita said, keep knocking.
Keep knocking. And
exactly.
To to be honest, Paula, in film, I was working in two very difficult industry, fashion and film. Both of them are somehow working like a mafia. If
Yes.
you are
Really
in a
close ranks.
team, exactly,
Yeah.
if you are in a team, if you can find your own team, you are successful. But if you are outsider, somehow you're nobody. You need to be in team. You
Exactly.
need to
Exactly.
belong somewhere. Then you can be successful. And because I have some students, always they are asking me how we can start our job. I'm telling them, don't believe you are going find out a very famous filmmaker and ask him, can I come because I'm really passionate about the filmmaking. The answer is no. Make your own team, then
Okay.
stick
That's a big
together,
advice.
race together, and be famous, be successful. But you need to make your own team by yourself. This is somehow working like a mafia, believe me. And this is the honest advice.
That's brilliant advice. It's lovely. And that's your website there. And so let's move on to the British Film Festival, because you are president of the British Film Festival, which is amazing, but also president of the British Film House, president of the British Fashion Festival, which is happening in December, CEO of Big Ben Studios. But let's go back to the British Film Festival. What is it for anyone who doesn't know? What is it? What do you do? What's your responsibilities? And then what do you bring to Britain through that festival?
Okay, British Film Festival is a really, really friendly festival. We don't say no to people, because I see many festivals, they are not accepting some films from the other countries, or they have some policy for themselves to limit the people who they are submitting their films. But we are an international film festival. No matter where are you coming from, which language you are talking, what color is your skin, what religion do you believe, you can make your film and you can use all these cultures and religions and your stories in your own film, and we appreciate that, and we love to see what you made. In British Film Festival, we are having two different main things which is happening every year. One of them is competition, which people, they are sending their film and they are submitting in our festival. It's not just a film. It can be advertising, music, videos, any kind of program for web, because these days is really we have many web channels which they are really working good, and absolutely feature film, short film, and you can submit your films with us or any other project which we have, and we are accepting them. And the other part, which is very important when we are helping you, is film market, because when you made film, the most difficult part is to start to selling the film, and we are doing that for you for free. We are helping you to sell your film. And this is a really important part, to distribute your film, to sell your film internationally, and we will help you for free.
And is that for the winners of the categories?
No. The film market is open to everyone, no matter when you made your film, no matter which country you are coming from. We help you to sell your film in our film market, and we distribute your films. And the competition is something different. And this year the competition has 50% off because of this new situation with the coronavirus. So many filmmakers, they are damaged badly, and we have 50% discount for them. And students always can submit for free. We are not charging students, and we are helping them to go through the industry somehow when they can take part with the festival. And if they are going to use the film market, we are helping them to go and start their real job in the industry.
So where did your desire to help students, where did that come from, and how long has that been a part of the British Film Festival?
Every year we are focusing on something, and we are trying to spend all the money we raise from the festival to that special things. And this year is students in need. We are trying our best to raise money from the festival, and we are spending all that money to donate to students who they are in need for starting their first job. I believe if we can make somebody, uh, mm, maybe there is many of charities, they are helping with the poor
Mm.
countries for food or water or whatsoever, and this is not going to last. Is you can pay for somebody's food for 1 week, but if you can teach them how to start a good job, they can make their own money by themselves, and this is
Mm.
forever. And they can support others as well. They can support their family, their friends, their community, and this is a very important project which we are doing this year, and we are supporting the students in need from poor countries, and we are helping them with their first project, and we are trying to support them until they start their job.
Is there anything else that the viewer needs to know about the British Film Festival? The website, how they can submit their films? Do they all go onto the British? Is it easy to find? www.britishfilmfestival.
Exactly, it's www.britishfilmfestival.com, and you are going to submission, fill the form, and send a link to us. That's it.
Excellent. Excellent. That seems easy enough. And
Great.
you've got the important COVID-19 update. With the lockdown and COVID cancelling many festivals around the world, and they've had to adapt. Everything's online. How has the entertainment industry responded, and how do you see them moving forward from here?
Actually, so many of film festivals around the world are cancelled, but same as always, we take the risk because we didn't want to stop. And you never know how long this situation takes. Maybe 2 years. You never know how long we need to be careful about this virus. Then we try to adopt somehow our festivals to do something which is working with this social distancing. And we cancelled our red carpets and our screening because the cinemas is closed, and also we don't have exhibition this year, but the competition is on, and we are having our film market as e-shop, absolutely free. You can come and submit in our film exhibition, and we are trying our best to adapt a new situation to our festival, because we don't want to stop working and stop enjoying from the films which our people sending to us, and this is not fair if everyone cancel. And now for several years, maybe we need to do this and continue with this situation, and yeah, it's better to adapt yourself with the new situation.
And the industry has been really badly hit, hasn't it? Really
Yes.
badly hit. It's probably one of the biggest sectors, really, the entertainment, the arts, the media. It's a huge, when you think even somebody just selling the ice cream and the popcorn, at the cinema, it's such a and they tend to be students as well, or because it's not the highest paid job, and it's a supplementary job a lot of the time, and so it's affected so many different people. And how do you think the film industry in particular is responding to that?
Actually, we tried our best to manage this situation, at least in our studio, in Big Ben Studio. We tried to change the way we are working. We are all working from home, and I don't think so we are going back to production in, at least not this year, because you are not sure, you cannot put the people's life in danger to do filming, especially me, because I'm making comedy, and romance, how you are going to manage 2 meter apart, and then you can make a romance film. It's really not
No, I can't imagine.
no. Just sending
Yeah.
kids to each other from 2 meter.
No, it's a bit like Tinder by film.
Exactly. And if I'm not personally sure this is safe for my cast and crew, I'm never ever going to put them at risk. This is not
course.
something which, because the government says is safe, go to the bar or go to a gym, we can do that. No, this is not really a healthy way to make film. And now we are focused on pre-production, because at pre-production we are writing good screenplays, we are editing our screenplays, and we need to at least have 6 months for pre-production. And at the moment we are trying to just focus on pre-production at many different film, TV series, and we were successful, and everyone working from home. All my cast and crew, they are helping me from their home. We have our meeting in Google Meet or Zoom, and this is somehow we are working, and we are happy to do that at least until September. And even September, I need to see how it's going. Is it enough safe for the employee to back to studio or not?
Of course. And you're also the author of 63 comedy and romance stories and screenplays, which is just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, just one of your books is a multi-million selling book, and you've got 63 comedies and romantic stories behind you. And I've got down from your IMBD here that you're a writer-director trying to teach people to live in peace by your stories. I think that's a beautiful concept. It's a lovely ideology to have, that you're not into horror films or stories. Oh, that didn't look right. That was a knife stabbing. Everyone who was watching, that was a knife stabbing. I'm not an actress. I just had this psycho vision in my head of the shower. That's going to go down well anyway. And that you want to give the world peace, basically, through your stories and through your screenplays and through your studios. So where did that come from? Where did that ideology come from?
Actually, I'm a parent by myself. When I'm coming back from work, I had a very busy day, and I want just to be relaxed and have fun with my family. I like to watch TV. Absolutely, my children loves film, and watching TV is something in our home. It's really important. It's some part of our family time together. And when I am trying to find something in Amazon or Netflix, it's really difficult for me to find something which is suitable for everyone in my family.
Yeah, I get it. I'm the same. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And this was something which I believe I need to change it. I need to make romance, comedy, drama somehow for families, because when they are coming back together and they have a really busy day, they want to have some really nice time together. They need to laugh together. They need to enjoy that story which you are telling them. And absolutely you need to be very careful, because the children also watching and they are learning from TV. Yes. And this is really important. If somebody is a writer and they don't have children, they don't care if it's in their screenplay they are using bad language, or is a horror film, or if they have sex, drug, and this kind of things. Children are learning from films, and this is really dangerous when you are putting something which is not right for their age in your film, and they are watching with their families. You are responsible. Yes. And yes. If you don't care about that, this is going to our community, and you can see so many bad behaviors, so many bad things happening in our streets right now. This is coming from the TV, because they are learning. They are really, really looking at what you are showing them. And I think this is not right. We need to be very careful. We need to feel that responsibility as a writer, as a filmmaker. We need to understand we can make a community safe or dangerous by making a wrong film or right film. And yeah, that's why I choose comedy. And even in my romance, I never ever showing sex. Somehow I'm not feeling comfortable to other people's children to watch a scene with sex, and that's why I have more audience.
Yes, I get it. I'm a rom-com girl. My kids know if I'm watching a film with them, it has to be a romantic comedy. Even if we watch the same, it's like 27 Dresses is one of my favorite films. It's like, we have to watch the same thing over and over and over and over again. Bless them, they got used to it now. So what advice would you give to anyone wanting to get into any aspect of the film industry, from whether it's wanting to be produce their own films, direct their own films, screenwrite, to do sound, the technology side? What advice would you give right now in this, lockdown COVID situation?
If you are a young person, or no matter what age you are, if you are starting your first job in the industry, please try to understand. People want to see what you made before. And this is difficult because this is your first job, but they are asking you a good CV with at least 10 years experience. And this is somehow between egg and chicken. Do you know which one is first?
Yes.
You cannot have 10 years experience without having your first job. And they are not giving you the first job because you don't have experience. And that's why you need to start with volunteering in different projects. If you don't ask for money, they are happy to give you some volunteering job. And this is the best way you can go inside the industry. You can start your job. You can have that good CV you needed. And then, because you need to pay to somebody to teach you how to work. But now you are having that education for free because you are volunteering and you are making a good CV for yourself. Then you can go after a real job and you can ask for a big money. This is the time.
Get the experience behind you. Yeah.
You need to spend this time to have some experience in industry.
So one of our viewers, Philip Chan, he said collaboration is key, and also bring back more romance and comedies.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely, Philip. And Balbir Judge says you're an amazing guest.
Thank you.
Which of
Thank
course
you, Balbir.
you are.
And Philip, I'm sure I'm going to make a really good romance just for you. And thank you for your kindness, because Philip is one of the best human being in the world. He is always kind. And Balbir Balbir is a really good friend, always having my back, and his support is always with me. And thank you for your good messages. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. So the last question. What do you think are the biggest pitfalls that anyone getting into the industry should look out for?
Oh, God, many things.
That's toughie, I know.
To be honest, many things. Everyone hiding somewhere to damage you. Yeah, and this is not a fair industry, to be honest. Entertainment industry is all about a big money. When any project which is coming with big money, people, they are not playing fair, and you need to be very careful about what you are doing. Be very careful about where you are going to sell your ideas, because sometimes people stealing each other ideas, and you can't trust to tell your idea about a film to everyone. You need first to register your idea, to have that right in your hand. Then you can talk to producer about your story. Otherwise, they are stealing your idea very easily, and you cannot go through all these legal things to tell them this was my idea. And the second is to don't trust anyone who you believe is famous. They don't become famous just to be fair. They don't become famous and be generous. Sometimes they are not generous. Sometimes they are really not that people who you are seeing in their characters in the film.
Of course.
Their real themselves is different.
That's why so many people say, oh, so-and-so is not very nice, or so-and-so is lovely. And because everyone wants to know. And that's why so many people want to interview them, or so many people want to have a piece of them and ask them these questions, because they want to know what they like. But I guess they're just like anyone else. Good days, bad days. You know,
sometimes
we all get
even more. Sometimes even more worse. Because sometimes the fame changing you, money changes you.
Of course.
And this is, you need to be very careful with who you are trusting in industry.
Well, we know we can trust you, Roseita. Absolutely. I feel I can trust you already just from interviewing you. You've been such an amazing and beautiful guest, and so talented and so knowledgeable. I really hope that anyone listening who wants to get into the film industry or who is in the film industry really learned a lot from Roseita. And also, if you have a film to submit, please go to the British Film Festival website, and all the details are on there. And if anyone wanted to get a hold of you, how could they get a hold of you? What's your Instagram, Facebook, etc.?
Very easy to find. In Big Benny Studio, you can send me email 24/7, bigbennystudios.com or .co.uk. And a British Film Festival, you can find me very easily. You can send me email, and I have Facebook, and just send me a message and I'm answering. I'm not hiding from anyone. I'm trying to help, and if you find me helpful in any way, send me a message. I'm trying my best to advise you, to help you, and that's it.
On behalf of all our guests, thank you so much. Everyone who's watching, please like and share away. We really want to give the British Film Festival some uplift. It's happening the end of August. And please like and share, and also huge respect to you, Roseita. Thank you so much for being our guest on Curtain Call.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us. I raise a cup to you all, and we will see you next week on Curtain Call. Bye-bye.